Greeting Fleet Commanders to another episode of Master of the Fleet. I'm Veteran Captain Ken and this is episode 3 of the Battle Blogs. Okay, firstly I apologize for my hobo look at the moment. It's late at night, I'm about to go to sleep and it's freaking cold here in Australia, so deal. Alright, I just got back from a 2-rounder tournament on the day that Wave 6 is released here in Australia. It's the 7th? No, it's the 6th of July at the moment. So look, I'm going to show you the fleet and we'll go from there. This is my motley fleet and let's see what we've got here. So we've got a Quasar 1 with expanded hangar bays, flight controllers, Admiral Sloane, boosted comms. Got a Gazanti with boosted comms. Got a GSD1 with demo, ordnance experts and torpedoes. I've got a Victory 2 with TRCs, NEDA, Warlord, DCaps and gunnery teams. And all my squadrons. Alright, so they're all pretty much ties except for Jonas. So Valen, Lawler, Howrunner, Jonas is there, I've got Black Squadron and 3 regular ties.
And you'll force them to spend the evade and the focus in one kit.
Alright, so that's my fleet. Most of the day I played around with Leia and the Hammerheads. So I had a couple of hours before heading off to the top Ryde tournament. So I decided to take Sloane and try out the Quasar to see how they fly for the first time. I also took the VSD2 to try out the DCaps. Could it be interesting to fire 3 reds and 3 blues at long range? And so what I decided, okay, there must be a way to mitigate red dice, right? So one thought there was leading shots with quad battery turrets to get an extra blue in there, or add spinals and still do leading shots. But I thought, it's not worth it to use leading shots with 3 red dice or 4 red dice. Possibly 2 out of the 4, 2 out of the 3 might be a hit. So instead, like, okay, well, what can I use here? So TRC is one factor I can use, but I have to add NEDA. Add NEDA in there to get the Doge token, so I can exhaust it and get a double off a red blank or something. So the other thing I thought about was using Warlord. So Warlord, you can change an accuracy to a hit, or in this case a double hit, right? So what I took to ensure I get that accuracy on a red dice was Jonas. So that's why he's there. So the idea is to fire DCaps with 3 reds and 3 blues, concentrate fire every turn, right? And if I needed to, I can TRC a red blank into a double, and then I can accuracy a red blank into from Jonas, sorry, turn a red blank into an accuracy, and then use Warlord to double that. So off the 3 red dice, I'm going to guarantee 4 damage, right? And the rest of them should be okay mitigating, right? Okay, so let's see how I go. So this is what I'm trying to do with the VSD2. So 3 red and 3 blue at long range with DCaps. Okay, so we will concentrate in the red. Okay, so that's a good result. So what happens now is I will do TRCs to turn that to a double, and then I'll use Jonas to turn this to an accuracy. That, and then I'll have 2 accuracies, and what's that? 7 damage. Or I can use Warlord to turn that into 1 accuracy and 9 damage. So it's pretty good. And hosting us tonight is the Good Games at Top Ryde, and tonight it's being run by Adam. Say hi, Adam.
How you going? 1 damage.
Okay, this is my first round opponent. It's Damo. That's his fleet there. Pretty disgusting. Are you running Leia?
You bet.
Okay, Leia.
The Slayer on.
Alright, what's your bid? 0?
Bid.
Yeah, okay, cool. My bid is also 0. Okay, flip off, man. I choose blue.
Oh, jeez. Choose the blue, eh?
Yeah.
Take that, Hammerhead.
You want first or second?
First.
First? Okay.
I don't want to use these.
That's my filth there. What do you want?
Almost the same as I have. Contest outpost it is.
Okay.
Contest that. You think we can win it? Yeah.
Okay, this is what deployment looks like. Got all my stuff in a line. He's got all his stuff in a pincer. Good luck, Demo.
I'll try.
I tried, Demo says, I try.
Hey, this is the board state at the beginning of turn 2.
Pretty sick.
So Damo just came in and tried to snipe a generic TIE fighter. And
First shot of the game.
And that's what he rolled. This is the start of turn 3. Hammerheads have taken some damage from Demo. His Liberty could have a chance to kill 2 of my medium ships here, so we'll see what happens. The start of turn 4.
Most ships are pretty fast.
Yeah, it looks pretty messy. I forgot to use a concentrate that might have killed that flotilla.
Nah, I wouldn't have.
Yeah, it would have had extra damage.
Totally missed.
Yeah, and he forgot to use Jan for brace.
Yeah, so I forgot the
and Sloane hasn't actually done anything this game yet, I don't think. Okay, so I lost Sloane in the light cruiser, but this is the start of turn 5.
Yeah, I think everything went downhill pretty quick. 154, was it?
Yeah. Alright, so this is the end of the game. I scored 455, and Damo scored 154.
154, which is a 10.
10.
By 1 point.
Oh yeah, good game, Damo.
I got 10, Nick. By 1 point.
I'm versing Nick next. He's my second round opponent. That's his filthy fleet over there. And he's got a 3-point bid, and he chose to go first. And he's picked my contested outpost.
That one? No.
Boo. Guess I'm playing contested outpost all day. Okay, this is what it looks like after deployment. I'll put the station over there. And he's put all his stuff over there. Alright, Nick. Alright, man. Good luck. Alright, this is the start of turn 2. The battle line has formed. And he's probably going to try capture the station with Salvation.
Salvation? Yeah, Salvation's going to totally capture the station.
This is the start of turn 3. He's going to go first. I think I'm in trouble. Okay, so Nick's about to board Demolisher, and Demolisher already has 2 damage on it. Alright, let's see what happens.
Yay, boarding engineers and
Okay, so you're doing them one at a time, 2 structurals, far out. Ugh. Just like that. Fuck you.
that's why we take it.
This is the beginning of turn 4. Okay, this is the beginning of turn 5. Yeah, I think it's going to be a close match. Nick's also got 3 tokens too. Alright, this is the end of turn 6. Everything else is dead. I've only got the victory and 3 squadrons left. He's got 2 flotillas. He also has 5 tokens. Holy hell. Alright, let's add up the points. Okay, so the score at the end was 364 for me and 456 for Nick. Alright, good game, man. Well done. Victory for Nick. Basically, the 100 points of contested outpost tokens costed me. Well, it was a risk I took.
Alrighty, so today Ken came first. A win and a loss. So you got a CNRE. Do you want $20 store credit, or do you want one of those? Tokens?
I need a turn count.
I don't use CNRE.
No. CNRE you're getting.
Oh, okay.
Do you want one of these 2 or $20 store credit?
Oh, I already got those 2,
okay,
so
$20.
yeah, $20 it is.
Nick second.
Shout out to Nick who actually...
$10? Done.
Nick actually won both his games, funnily enough.
Yes.
Engineering.
Alex third, so grab a CNRE.
Well done, Alex.
And one of those 2.
No.
And Damo
I'll
fourth.
replace my engineering token I lost.
Thank you, Adam. All good. Thanks for coming, guys.
Thank you, Adam.
See you next month then.
Yes.
Cheers for organising, man.
Alright, have a good one.
Okay, we're back. So I won the night, which is great. There was only a 2-rounder, so who knows what could have happened. So in my first game, I scored a 10-1 against Damien, which I think was pretty lucky on my side. The DCaps VSD did the most damage to everything. I managed to... Oh, because I was second player, Damo went first. You had to do that thing where if he was going to do the last first on one of your ships, then I made sure I had Demo in a way that would take out the hammerheads if he chose to do that. So put him in that position where you had to choose to keep something alive or kill one of my things. So he chose, of course, to use his Liberty to fire on my Quasar and my VSD. He ended up killing the Quasar, of course, with Sloane on it. And in return, I killed both his hammerheads with Demolisher. So that was a good trade-off there. Funnily enough, with Sloane in that game, I decided to, okay, I can stay out of range of his X-Wings. Let's try. I need to bomb the hell out of the Liberty as much as I can, or at least delete a lot of his tokens before I fire on it with my VSD, because it was coming in fast, and I was going to be in heaps of trouble there. Funny enough, so I activated 5 to 6 TIE fighters and bombed the front of the Liberty. 5 of them hit, right? So I didn't even get to use Sloane's ability. The 6th one got a critical, which I re-rolled into a hit. So that was interesting. It was like, oh, well, you wouldn't normally get that situation if Sloane wasn't there, right? I was hoping to get accuracy so I can get rid of the redirect and possibly one of the braces. So that didn't end up happening. Something interesting that did happen, though, was when my VSD fired on the Liberty, there was a bit of dice management I had to. So I used DCaps to fire long range, the 3 blues as well. 3 blues, 3 reds. And then what I rolled was 2 doubles, 2 blue accuracies, a hit, and a hit. Okay. I had Concentrate Fire, which funnily enough I forgot to use. But the problem was that normally in any other situation that would be a great outcome, but he had Lando on that damn thing. So I could steal TRC and use Warlord to get things to get a better result. But the problem is, if you use Lando, then you just re-roll my doubles away. So it was kind of heartbreaking to see that. So I had an interesting moment where I was like, okay, well, I need to mitigate the Lando effect as much as I can. So what I ended up doing was I turned and used Warlord to turn one of the blue accuracies to a hit, right? And then I used Jonas to turn one of the red hits into an accuracy, so that way I can still have 2 accuracies I'll spend, but then I'll have a better dice pool that will, when re-rolled, would have a better chance to hit. So that was interesting there. So I used the 2 accuracies to hit the 2 braces, and then he used Lando, of course, re-rolled everything, and it ended up scoring 3 or 4 damage, which he just redirected away, and I'll put 1 onto the hull. So yeah, I forced him to use a card, but it wasn't that great. Didn't have. I think I had a gunnery team shot onto his flotilla. So it was like, yeah, 3 reds, 3 blues. Didn't score any accuracy, so he just scattered that away. So yeah, that was a shame there. But yeah, having Jonas there was good. And then the next turn, I think he flopped his Liberty roll, and I pretty much my VSD2 return fire, and because Jonas was there again, just got the double accuracies, and yeah, that was pretty much a game after that. Now, in my second game against Nick, during deployment, where I placed the station, I realized quickly that no matter where I put my capital ships, he was going to have a numerical advantage in ships I could fire onto my big punches, which was the Liberty. Which was the VSD and my Gladiator. So he placed Salvation down first, facing towards the station, and I was like, okay. So I needed to know where he was going to place his Liberty, and then so after all our deployment shenanigans, he placed it in the middle of the board. So okay. Well, I'm not going to go for the station. I'm going to place my VSD right in front of it, Demolisher right in front of it, and the Quasar right in front. So I've got 3 ships, all the squadron support. He had all his squadrons near Salvation. So I was hoping to I could wipe the floor with that, with that ship. So if I can kill that thing and I can force him to use Salvation to take the station, which means it won't be shooting my ships, I can come out on top. So what happened in that game, I wasn't anticipating on Garrel's Honor in wiping Demolisher out via ramming it and boarding teams. So as you would have seen in the footage, his first ram got a structural, and then because he was first player on the first turn, on the first move of the next turn, he uses boarding teams, and flipped over both structural. So Demolisher was down to 1. So then he just launched the external racks. Didn't have to. Could have just ran me again and blew Demolisher away. And then from there, my VSD used DCaps, gunnery teams, blew away his Garrel's Honor and blew away the his Moncaron. So I got it was funny again. I got 2 accuracies and a total of 8 damage there. So he couldn't do anything about that, which was pretty awesome. I think Nick would have still kept Moncaron alive if he activated that first. He could have used gunnery teams to blow a Demolisher and shoot at my VSD, but I think he really wanted to get Garrel's Honor off first, because we all wanted to see that and how boarding teams would work. So yeah, that was a pretty awesome move. Yeah, so Nick ended up taking the station using his flotillas, funnily enough. So he ended up scoring five tokens out of the 6. So he scored an extra 100 points. I came out on, if it wasn't for the tokens, I would have came out on top with 6 points, but because I'm a crappy player, he took the win there. Interestingly enough, in his previous game, he only scored 7 points. So in this game, he scored 6, so he got 13. Whereas I scored 10 in my last one and 4 for this one. So they gave me 14 points. So overall, I won the tournament, which was great. So my thoughts so far, my thoughts so far on Wave 6, it's still a bit early to tell. I'm a bit disappointed in Sloane. I mean, I didn't really use her ability at all during both my games. I think maybe having Sloane, the TIE fighters just naturally roll hits. I'm not sure, but I never got to hit any accuracies. I used accuracies to exhaust tokens, and when I had the accuracy from the TIE fighters, it was just better to just use it normally and kill off the squadron. Or yeah, and when I roll them against ships, there was, yeah, it just never happened. So a lot of I just felt like if for the same points I could have had Motti and possibly my Quasar would have been alive for at least an extra turn. So a bit disappointing there. It's still a bit early to tell. I still got to play some more games with her, see how she goes. Maybe I'm not using the right squadron combination. I'm not sure. But funnily enough, it does change on how the opponent flies. I mean, like because I'm Sloane, I wanted to keep my TIE fighters back, because being second player, they would get alpha striked, especially by A-Wings or E-Wings, or like you saw in my first game of Demo, he sent in his 2 E-Wings to snipe me, which was annoying because I kept them out of range. Because I was keeping my TIE fighters out of range of his X-Wings, totally forgetting about his E-Wings, how they've got range 4 and then range 2. So yeah, so that was annoying. But it's interesting to see that people want to alpha strike your TIE fighters first, which changes things around. So because they're doing that, I was actually more focusing on how I maneuvered the VSD2 and the Gladiator, which ended up getting more ship kills, funny enough. At other times when I could maneuver my TIE fighters to bomb a ship, they just ended up bombing the ship. And it put my opponent into an interesting moment where, so with his Moncaron, he had gunnery teams. So Nick and Dan both had Moncaron with gunnery teams. So they could either shoot 2 of my ships, or my most important ship, and my squadrons. Yeah, so it's just funny to see like TIE fighters just annoying a ship, and there's nothing they can do about it. And like, oh, do I really want to shoot at a TIE fighter, or do I want to shoot a ship? Yeah, and there are times where, like, I guess if they shot my TIE fighters, they'll deny me of getting getting the Sloane ability off, because I have nothing to use it with. In saying that, I just never got it off. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope that was insightful for you. Good luck with Wave 6, and yeah, catch you in the next video. Veteran Captain Ken out.